Hey everyone, Ishmael Kolia, Isha Realtor, Associate Broker with eXp Realty, as well as a team leader for the team of experts. Today's topic is what happens after you list your property with us. Once you hire us to sell your property, the very first thing that we do is we work with you to schedule a photography, videography session. Your house is prepared for photography, and a professional photographer and videographer is hired to take photos, video, as well as take drone shots, floor plans, etc. Once those are ready, then we place your property in the multiple listing service, the MLS. This is how we share your property with other real estate professionals so that they can email the property to their buyer database as well. Putting the property in the MLS will also get the property syndicated to public real estate websites such as Zillow, Realtor.com, Trulia, and hundreds of brokerage websites that you may be familiar with. We would also, at that point, we would start to receive phone calls and text messages and emails, as well as showing requests from buyers and their agents who want to see your house. Of course, before we schedule any showing, we'll make sure that the buyer is qualified and they have documentation such as pre-approval to show that they're able to afford this house. We don't want to bring unnecessary traffic to your house of buyers that may or may not be qualified. So we want to make sure that every buyer that walks through your door is able to afford that house. We would also work with you and schedule open houses. If you are interested in doing one open house, multiple open houses, my team will be amenable to working with you in conducting as many open houses as possible until we get the job done and we find the right buyer that is willing to make an offer suitable to the price that we have listed for. We would also promote your property both online and offline. A yard sign is just one of the things that we would do in order to get your property sold. We've got thousands of potential buyers in our email system we would market your property to. We also would email your property to hundreds of real estate agents in the same area as your property so that they're aware of this property and being in the market, and then that way they can share your house, they can share your property with their buyer base as well. We would continue to market your property until we have at least one or more offers for you to select from. Once you select the offer, you and I would sit down and go over the offers, the various terms of the offer, and help you decide the right offer for you and your family. Remember, a right offer is not always the highest dollar amount, but also we want to look at the various terms. For example, one buyer is putting 25% down payment versus another buyer that may be putting 5% down payment. One buyer is ready to close in 30 days versus another buyer that may need 6 months because they have a property of their own to sell. So it's not always just the dollar amount that we want to look at, but also the various terms of the deal. Once we go over the offers, then you would select the right offer for you and your family. So these are some of the steps that would happen once you decide to list with us. And of course, once you select the right property, the next steps are inspection. And once the inspection is done, your attorney would prepare a contract and share with the buyer's attorney. Buyer signs contract first and submits a down payment. And then your attorney will sit down with you to review the contract, and you, the seller, signs the contract second. Once the buyer and the seller have both signed the contract, at this point, the property is fully under contract. And the buyer then starts to work on their mortgage, and the sellers start to pack their boxes. Because from the time of a fully signed contract, normally a house closing would be roughly 30 to 45 days. Obviously, if you need more time, that is doable. If you would like to close sooner, that's also something that we can discuss. In any case, reach out to me and we can discuss your personal situation and see how my team and I can help you get your property in the market as well as sold. 914-540-8849, 914-540-8849. Ismail Collier is your realtor here at the team of experts and eXp Realty. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Bye-bye.